Okay, now I proved a point with the fact that ringworms can be cured with the Lamisil foot cream because it says so on the box and on the tube, and also with other jock itch creams and stuff like that, or even with the the yeast infection medicine. It's a possibility that that might work, but that's just an antifungal cream. But supposedly, the ringworm is a vegetable. Was it a vegetable type thing? Fungus, vegetable fungus. So I believe that's what they said in hair school. We studied on that stuff. So it's possible for that. Well, anyways, here goes my daughter, my second daughter, by my husband that I actually married through the state of Kentucky, Darrell Andre Sumler. Excuse me, Daryl Andre Sumler. It's spelled Daryl. So anyways, for years this girl has believed that I gave her dad herpes. I did not give her dad herpes. What she didn't understand is that her dad had already been bouncing around for years and years and years prior to me messing with him. And during the time that we actually were engaged, he was still messing with women, getting hickeys that I didn't put on him from other women. This girl named Michelle. I actually seen her in Korea after my name was Sumler. Um, and she was looking at me all funny because I had the name tag Sumler on. So anyways, because I was at a field problem at that time, which shocked me. I'm in the laundromat trying to wash my clothes during that time because we went back to the rear for a little bit just to be able to wash our clothes and take a shower and then go back to the field. Well, anyways, so she believes, because he told her that I gave it to him, that I gave it to him, and I didn't. I truly didn't. I even went to the doggone, what do you call it? The dispensary that we had on the post. Of course, the post was only 1,500 people on that whole entire post on camp page in Korea. So I went there before I came back to the United States. He was out there doing whatever for the 4 months that he was back in the United States. He put 13,000 miles, over 13,000 miles on my vehicle from the time he picked it up. And when he picked it up, he said it was only like 3 miles on it. And he picked it up in Clarksville, Tennessee. So he had plenty of time in that 4 months with 13,000 miles to pick up any and everything. So she believes him over me because of the fact he has a little bit of money. And I'm like, yeah, of course. That's how that always works. Isn't that how the men do? They'll believe me just because I have money. It doesn't matter if I'm lying. That's the attitude of the men. They will believe the men over the women any and every time when they have money. They don't give a damn because it just helps to pay their bills. But what she didn't realize is that he was taking my money. He wasn't paying any of the bills. He was making bills in my name and making himself the secondary. And I wasn't even in the United States at that time. He just had a power of attorney. As to why I explained to the president in the letters that I put on there from the first 3 pages, I believe it was, to the president, was explaining to him that they don't need a power of attorney to give to the soldiers, for the spouses. Only the unit should be holding it, and that's in case somebody else has to come and pick them up for some reason, something happens outside of that. Because as long as they have their ID card and their medical card, whether they have private insurance or if they have insurance from the post, they still have a medical card. It comes with one. They shouldn't need a power of attorney. What would they need it for? Now, unless they break the power of attorneys down to specific things like signing for school, and it'd be a school power of attorney. But like for adoptions or anything like that, no, that main power of attorney should probably stay with the unit until then. So if they have problems with schools, then yeah, power of attorney for schools. If they have problems, pretty much that should be it. Really, for school, for like sports events and stuff like that, if they're going to be an athlete and they need somebody to sign it, that's all they need it for. Because it's too much crap. So anyways, all these years, she's 14 years old. Yeah. Or is she 15? Damn. I had her in 97. It's 2012. The math is a little slow. Or she might be turning 15 this year. Let me do the math on my calculator real quick. 97 to 2012. Okay, so yeah, she'll be 15 in August. So anyways, she's 14 years old and she believes him over me. Just because he can take her shopping, go out to eat, and all that other stuff. I didn't have those luxuries. He wasn't paying child support. In 2001, when I got set up by Dwayne Madison, I signed over custody to the kids to him. He didn't keep them too long for Deidre and Tylee, because I only had 2 then. And knowing all the stuff that he did to me, I really don't care that he has them. But trying to fight for him, it was just like tug of war, because then the next thing I know, my mom and stepdad go and get guardianship of them without even asking me. They do it and then tell me about it. It's like, no, I wanted him to take care of him since he took my money, felt I wasn't right, and I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't excessively drinking. I was getting beat and used and abused on a regular basis by him. That's what the problem is. And so I told my story about how he treated me, and other people decided, well, that's the route we're going to go. Instead of trying to be a better person and show me something different, it wasn't too many of those people. Wasn't too many of those people in my life. I can name off a couple of people that were actually nice to me. And believe me, James Ewing is not one of them that I would name off. So, and nor would I name off Jamie as being one of the nice ones either. And their issue with me is because I won't claim James as king, so he can be called King James of the Bible. Him and his Dr. Seuss family. So, no, that's why they ransacked my place and it looks like this. Those are clothes that I gotta fold right there. I threw out the couch because I was making room for the twins. And that's it. You see the diapers over there, and there's some bags over there. I didn't show you all the other stuff over there in the corner, but there's bags over there where I was preparing for them. All of that just to destroy me and embarrass me and tell me I'm nothing. And of course they stole the TV that used to be in the corner over there behind me, and the TV stand the computer that I had and the printer. And then somebody was talking about they're working for NACME. No, I was the one that started creating NACME, the Native American Cherokee Negro Indians Investigative Senator position. The reason being, I was trying to get up from under their hands. I didn't want to be one of their cards. Why? They don't know how to treat them right. At least me, when it comes to it. They don't know how to make sure that I can be happy. They didn't know how I was living my life. They tried to push their lives on me. Put me in their misery. I may not have had a lot of money when I was in Virginia, but I did take the time to take Deidre and Tali out on individual dates, mom and daughter date nights together. Just me and them. Well, me or Deidre or me or Tali. Because the moment you try to take them together somewhere, they get to arguing. Plus it was, well, how come I can't go with you by myself? And that was Deidre that would complain. So I'm like, fine, well, I'll go ahead and do that. So we go to the mall and go out to eat, sit, have dinner. We dress up sometimes, and then sometimes we wouldn't. I made sure their hair looked nice. Like I said, I didn't do those hairstyles. That was the girls at Empire Beauty School. The pictures of them when they were younger as babies, I'm the one that dressed them when they were dressed up. When their hair was flying around and stuff. Now there is a picture where their hair is messed up and they're laying on that brown couch. Yeah, that's because I was trying to clean up. And so Tylee had her little broom trying to clean up, and then after a while she fell asleep. But most of the time their hair was fixed nice. And that's because I did it. If you see the other pictures were at the house, at my mom's house, that was the hairstyle she had for them. So my kids have attitudes with me, or at least my older two have attitudes with me, because Mommy didn't have the money to take care of us. Mommy didn't have the money to take care of you all because every time I tried to get a job, somebody was always trying to start some shit with Mom. You had husbands that didn't want to keep their asses at home. They kept trying to get in my face. No, get out of my face, go to your wife. Get out of my face, why are you bothering me? So then their families that worked in the company started trying to get me fired. You see what I'm saying? So where was the positive outlook on life for me and my children? There was no positive outlook for a single mother, no matter how smart they are. Thanks, Walter. And then when I worked at, what did you call it, Unbank, Ubank, some people call it, U-N-B-A-C, no, N-C, I think it's, yeah, spelled with a C, B-A-N-C, that bank, I don't think it has a K on it. Anyways, I worked there for about all of 2 weeks. I'm like, wasn't for me anyways. I worked there, I told him I worked there, but I didn't tell him to call there. He called there, and I got fired. That's the type of shit that was going on. I'm like, just stupid shit. I'm like, well, what the hell What's your purpose? What's your purpose? You have none.